and then maybe quickly share what's working and what you guys are up to. I already met with Irene, but I think some of what Irene is gonna probably share is probably gonna be able to trigger something. And then for Faith, because it triggered something for me today. At the end of the day, we just learn from each other, right? And that's the reason why these meetings are so important. Obviously, if you're not able to attend these meetings, make sure to watch the video. I do have a few people that had a few things they were doing this morning, so they're going to be watching the recording. So I'll tell you what I was up to this week. What I'm trying to do for me is I'm trying to really build a base for people that are interested in building businesses and side hustles. So I've started doing a lot of Instagram remixes and Facebook. And what I'm planning on doing is, honestly, you can never reinvent yourself enough. Have I had success building businesses with the following that I have right now? Yes, I have, right? But I keep challenging myself to say, okay, what if I really just attracted so many people that are interested in getting to know, how to save money? Because I do know that part of what we do, part of what we have with Envision You is financial literacy, right? What if I started doing remix for reels with people that are posting information on financial literacy, right? That's going to attract a base that wants to know financial literacy. Combine that with anything to do with saving money when it comes to businesses, right? Everything I want to do is all related to money, and leadership, right? So that's what I'm starting to emphasize in my reels. And I noticed that and this is going to be something that Faith, you might want to start utilizing. I know I owe you an introduction on social. Utilizing reels. Reels are easy. You literally find somebody that is talking about a subject you're interested in. The good thing and the bad thing about Envision You is the fact that it just has so many different buckets. And I feel like you almost have to choose a specific bucket that you want to talk about or emphasize on your followers, and then go for it. I know David does do more leadership. I know some of the other people that I admire in the industry, they talk about leadership. And I'll show you some of the people that kind of inspire me. And for me, the way I want to grow my base is literally attracting people that think about money. How do I start a new business? How do I save the money that I have, right? So I'm going to share my screen very quickly, and then we're going to get out of here. We're all so busy. One of the people that I like following is Justin Owen. He really does inspire me. I got to hang out with him in Houston. This guy owns Atlanta. He lives in Houston, but he owns Atlanta. What he's done is he's just really focused on finding people in Atlanta that are interested in business, right? Leadership. And this guy was literally nothing just 5 years ago. Now he hangs out with the big wigs of what do you call it? Atlanta, right? He's having an event with this guy. If you guys, that's not the guy I wanted to show you. Ed Milet, so did he get here in 10 days? No, he just worked really, really, really hard. And now what he does is he has all these little clips of talking about leadership. But all he's doing is he's regurgitating what he's written in his books. That's the reason why personal development is crazy. And now you choose your lane, right? And just go for it. And just be very specific on who you're looking for. this guy is so wealthy, but he knows his base, right?
Yeah.
He's so wealthy. He knows his base. He knows who he's talking to. He's talking to the African American person in Atlanta. He lives in Houston, yet all his following base is in Atlanta. And all he does is very simple things. This is
pay attention to the no's. I can't pay attention to the negativity because for me, that can make me drift. Like there was a time, bro, in network marketing, I knew every company, every conversation plan, I knew everything about every company. And I still wasn't getting results. Over here, I know nothing about it. This company is probably just everybody. What's that? No idea. And even now, when I hear the name, I don't go look them up.
You see what I mean? Like he's just talking about, and literally you can listen to stuff like that and regurgitate it in a reel, right? Find a microphone if you have to.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like here's the deal. Do we even really know he's talking to somebody here? We don't.
But people are following him.
Yeah. He probably has this microphone in his house and he's looking this way, that way, and he's delivering value. Right? I really admire this guy. I got to do bowling with him. He's humble like can be. We exchange phone numbers and I just keep in touch with him, you know? And now what he's done is he's created a base that can you imagine having an event where you can bring in Ed Milet? Are you kidding me? And he's been mentored by David. David, the same guy that is mentoring us.
Yeah.
This is not hard. It is not hard. You just have to want to do it and go at it knowing that you're not going to be wealthy today. You're not going to be wealthy 5 years, right? You're going to be super, super wealthy. By the time you're hitting your 10 years, it's not going to be, it's no joke. This is, we've landed something that I swear if you keep going, look who he hangs around. This guy. You guys know this guy?
No, who's that?
No.
His name is, let me pull him up real quick. He's well known in, what's his name? I think he calls himself hip hop something here. There he is. Eric Thomas. He sold a book like a maniac, like a multi-millionaire. And what he does, he does motivational. He just started out motivational on YouTube. Just simple. And now he's become someone that people pay a lot of money to show up. Right? I love this guy. I love this guy. And now Justin Owen is hanging around people like him. Why? It's the connection. It's hustling. It's the people you're hanging around that gives you access to people like this.
Gonna take my spot. If he does, he's gonna have to do it with sweat. He's gonna have to do it with tears. He's gonna have to do it with blood. He is going to have to get up at 2:30 in the morning. If he can get up every day at 2:30.
So what I'm gonna be doing, and I keep reinventing myself. I'm still doing the John Maxwell stuff that I told you guys about. I don't know how to pull it up here. So I'm doing that. I'm sending messages. Some of them are positive. Some of them are not positive. I had a lady that blocked me and told me that she's gonna go ask John Maxwell if really he's part of our projects. I don't care, right? Yeah, I had a lady, and you know what's so interesting? And I wanted to call her out, but you know me, like, you know, you don't want to start doing some stupid energy. You don't want to put some energy into the spirit world. People say in the universe, but it's a spirit world, right? Where now your head is all like messed up because of what somebody said on social. So I contacted her, and then she's like, "Oh, is this really with John Maxwell, right?" And then she said that she's gonna go ask John Maxwell's people to see if it's real or we're just using his name. And this kind of ticked me a little bit because I looked at her first. The reason why I contacted her, she's like Jesus lover was the first line on her bio, right? Something like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then I'm talking to somebody that is Jesus, Jesus like. But so anyway, just know you're gonna get a little bit of resistance. If you decide to do that. But for me, I am still adding people, as you guys we discussed last week. So what I'm gonna do today, and I'm not spending a lot of time, you guys. I'm just looking at who's following John Maxwell. I put them into a collection, and then what I do is I have hired some help because I really truly believe in outsourcing stuff. I'm having my assistant. It's just a Kenyan kid. I'm paying him, just a little bit of money. So I'm gonna filter. What he's been doing for me is he goes through the John C. Maxwell people. I showed him how to do it this week. He goes through it. He puts it in a collection, and then I go through it very quickly, and then I tell him, okay, now go send the message. So what I do is I put it into another collection. I put his name on it. I say Isaac 3-in-1. 3-in-1 just means that he's commenting on 3. He's liking 3 posts of the person that I'm gonna put in here for him, and then he's gonna send my initial message.
Okay.
And the initial message I shared it with you guys already. On the where is my messages? I have it under John Maxwell. Yeah. So look, I just have him send in hi, insert the name here. Nice to meet you on IG. I see you also follow John Maxwell. Have you had a chance to see the new company that he's partnered with?
Yeah.
So and then wait for response and then respond accordingly. Yes, no, whatever. And then from there, I have him, once they respond, I have him now know to send them a message after that. If the response is something that he doesn't know how to do, what I'm telling him to do is, let me respond to that. And then from there, he just says, okay, here's a 5-minute video, blah, 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 blah. And then from here, from point B, I take over.
Okay.
And I'm paying this kid what? I told him I'm gonna pay him $100 every 4 weeks. He just help me out with stuff like this. Because anything I can outsource is gonna help me get to my stuff faster. Okay.
Right.
So this is what I'm doing right now. And you guys have this script. If you need it again, I'll put it in there in the WhatsApp, but you have it already. I shared it last week. Or even you can take a quick picture of it if you want. And then, so that's what I'm doing with John C. Maxwell. But I'm also, I've been looking at what Justin is doing. Because you study what rich people are, experienced people are doing, right? If you notice what he's been doing is he's putting motivational stuff plus funny stuff. Motivational stuff plus funny stuff. Motivation stuff plus funny stuff. Funny stuff, motivational. You see what he's doing?
Yeah.
Even this. So now I started doing the same thing. Because I'm not that original, you guys. I just look at what people doing. So I put this yesterday, whatever day I put it. And I got a few laughs, right? Okay. So I now you see these people.
All right, that's it for.
I'm gonna be contacting her. This one, I know her, and obviously Gary is my mentor. And then from there, before that, I had put in a. It's kind of funny.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Oh no, I can't do that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Oh.
So here I'm talking about entrepreneurship, but I'm trying to be. I don't know if I'm funny, but it's funny to me. I'm putting in stuff that is relatable to an entrepreneur. You see what I'm saying? I'm mixing up funny things. I'm trying to anyway, funny things and hopefully attract this. And I have to hire this guy again this weekend. Every time I do anything with him, check this out. This is so, this is funny, by the way. This is a joke. Every time I do anything with him, I get more likes.
More hits.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I only got 10 there. So I need to hire him again. 118. Like, it's so messed up. Okay, so 118, 25. 199, 32. 73, 10. 49. Okay, I don't know why they didn't get that one. This one, 99. This one, 85. I got, by the way, study your work
Mhm.
and see what's attracting people. Let me show you something that I noticed, and I need to do more. This came from Eric Thomas.
Mm.
I did a remix of his thing, 462. This is the highest. So that means that I need to be doing more remixes of his bass.
Oh, okay.
So like you find an actual person and then you figure out if they align with what you want and then you remix them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remix is so easy. My God, look, we do nothing.
Yeah, I'm going
Titles, you
to
want to be
start
the
doing it.
Huh?
I'm going to start doing it because I used to do it, but I put a stop on it.
Yeah.
So now I have to go back and start doing them.
Yeah, because you see these 462 people that likes this thing.
Mm.
I'm just gonna go quickly look at their stuff because I can see them here and see if it's somebody. I'm actually following most of them. I'll just go through this and see if it's somebody that I can relate with, that could use my business, right? Because they've been in my stuff. All this is free leads.
So do you have a script for how you approach them?
These ones I do not, but I could do something like it's gonna be interesting. I haven't thought about how I'm gonna approach them, but it could be just as easy as, okay, let's just say if we look at this person, Zimbabwe, goodbye. Not my base, right? Zimbabwe is not my base, not right now. We're not selling anything in Zimbabwe. Billionaire Sambo, Serenity. Okay, Serenity Fitness. This will be easy, right? I come here. Oh, it looks like I've been liking her stuff too. This will be an easy person. So this person, it's very customized, Faith. So this person will be, hey, thank you so much for being part of my following. You know, I ran into a project that might interest you. Can I send you a 5-minute video to see what it's about? Because it looks like this is somebody that I've been liking her stuff anyway. And even she mentioned me in her stories. Look at that, on the 27th, on the 22nd. So it doesn't have to be anything like, it has to be as natural as you can get it. Hey, thanks so much for liking my post, right? Hey, thanks so much for liking my post. I'm not sure if this would interest you or not. I'm working on a project that might interest you. Can I send you a 5-minute video for you to look at it? Or looks like she's an entrepreneur too, right?
Yeah.
She's part of Beachbody. Looks like she's part of Beachbody. So she is selling something. Mentorship online. Yeah. This is somebody that's straight up. You can just say, hey, thank you so much for being part of my following. I see you also run a business in wellness. I have a project that you might be interested in. Would you be interested in a 5-minute video? If so, cool. If not, then that's okay. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It has to be so natural where you're just like, if they say yes, they say yes. If they don't say yes, they don't.
Okay.
You could even say, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's not an exact script where you can say, oh, this is gonna do it. You just have to kind of, I guess, look at it as if somebody said this to me, how would I take it?
Okay.
Yeah, and just script it out. And if you want, you can write out what you're thinking. Let me
Mhm.
look at it and then finalize it for you.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So, Irene, did you have any input on like some of the stuff that is kind of working for you or what you're working on that could maybe help us all out?
For me, because media is new to me, so I'm just trying to find a base. And right now, I'm just trying different things. Because as Jenny said, there's no one way of doing things until you try to do different things and see what works for you. So for me, I'm trying to I'm even trying to set up a website whereby people, I can direct people to go there, but it's in process. I also looked for a community radio, a Christian community radio where you can partner with them, then they can be airing your product. So I'm still talking to them. And then another way is going on Facebook and Instagram. So the reels, as Jenny said, I'm going back to be doing the reels, because I used to do them, but then I stopped. But that is one thing I have to go back and start doing it. And then I'm trying to see, um, just to find some people whom I can follow on Instagram and Facebook. Those that are, I can follow and get some values in what they're doing. So that's what I've been doing, and yeah, that's what I've been doing. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, Faith, what I'm thinking for you is I know you don't have a huge following on Instagram, even neither do I, right? It's tiny compared to Facebook. What you can start, okay, so I guess we need to start you out on Facebook. That we already started you out on the Facebook anyway, but we need to start posting something on Facebook that is adding value to somebody, right?
Mhm.
Be something like and I haven't looked at your Facebook, so I don't know if you've been doing anything this week yet. It could be something like a quote that kind of inspires somebody, and then
I have been doing quotes and you even liked them. Maybe you just forgot. But I've been working on the quotes, and what I realized is when I'm making an initiative to be more active,
yeah.
like posting a quote every morning, my time when I wake up, I post a quote, and then it's bringing back a lot of the people that we had fallen apart with. So guys are reconnecting, and then I'm able to really like now start going to their pages and liking their stuff, and then
mm,
also it's creating conversations. So that's helped. I've had 2 people that have sent videos to that were interested. So
Wow.
that's helping revive my Facebook, because that's what went dormant. Instagram is non-existent. I think I just created an account and that was it.
Yeah, that's
mm,
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So yeah, start doing the quotes. I will challenge you to start also posting something. And when we have your one-on-one, I don't know if we have anything on schedule yet. I would love to know, like, looking at all the products that we have, is there something that really, really interests you that you can kind of start talking about it, even though you're still going to be generally talking about entrepreneurship? You can kind of like start honing down. Look, so for me, I'm really, 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 really strongly considering looking into Airbnb for myself and my family, for myself. And then I will share with people my journey, right? So that's just one of the products that we have. Once I do that, for a fact, I will do everything possible to make sure I'm successful. And if I'm following the tools from David, I'm going to be successful at it. What's going to happen is I'm going to be known as the Airbnb person, right? And so now if somebody thinks about Airbnb, they're like, oh, Janie does it. Kind of like the way it happened with trading. I went to town with it. People know I trade. Because once I realized that it was something that I was doing for myself first, and it was successful, you can't touch me. I don't care if you say a bad word to me. I know it works. I don't care if you believe me or not. I know it works for me and my family. So I'm considering doing that, and becoming the Airbnb, the Kenyan Airbnb person. I just start. I'm gonna say, hey, you guys, everybody's talking about Airbnb. I found which is true. I've always been interested in it. In fact, it's so funny. I attended 2 different classes hosted by 2 different African American girls learning about trading, Airbnb. And the reason why I didn't pull the trigger was immediately after that, David said that he's having a company that is going to be giving us courses for Airbnb. So it's something I've always been interested in. And so I'm going to, try Airbnb. I am scared. I am so scared. But imagine if I announced, hey, a lot of you are very interested in Airbnb. Me too. I found a course that I'm following, and here's my journey. Here's how it's going. And the reason why I want to announce it and make it public is it's going to put pressure in me for me to be able to be successful in my first one, because I'm going to have eyes, right? And one way or another, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to talk about everything that I'm learning, how my journey is going. So I'm going to be documenting what I'm doing. Okay, today I'm going to look for, I have an appointment to go look, blah, 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 blah. I am doing it for me. Straight up for me.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Me too. That one, I'm in.
Yeah.
October 3rd, I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah. For me. I'm going to share it with other people. If you want to come in, you can buy my course. If you don't want to come in, go to YouTube and learn from your mistake on YouTube. And then once you start crying, you come to me. I'm going to show you how to do it, because I know we're going to have top notch. So that's one thing I'm really thinking about doing, right? Meanwhile, I still have to be very open about my products, Am I using Dreaming? Heck yeah, I'm using Dreaming. I use it. When I use it, I share with people. I'm using it. Have I sold them because of sharing on a story? I have sold so many of them. I'm almost done with them. So all these ideas we're talking about is kind of like, not to overwhelm anybody, but to kind of figure out, okay, what's going to work well for me, So initially, we're all going to be all over the place, and then you just kind of figure out one thing, and you take it, and please give it about 3 months of like 100% going in before you change course and try something else. But for now, just to summarize everything, from what I've seen, doing remixes is the easiest way of attracting a lot of people.
Okay.
What you have to do is find someone that has already created the content for you, and all you're doing is just doing this, showing your emotion, and you're done.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it works.
Okay. It sounds like both of you have a big social media presence. That's something I'm not a fan of, so I kind of, took a back seat on, but okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jenny, she's a pro, but
no,
me,
I'm
I'm
not.
just like, I just started like you. When I started this, I didn't have even a Facebook or Instagram. So I just created and I started,
Mhm.
just building. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Okay.
don't have big social media following. And you have to remember also, we were where you were. We didn't know nothing. I didn't know anything. I really did not. And what I've done is I've just built over time.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna show you what Carol is doing. She's doing really good with remixes. So this is Carol
Mhm.
in our team, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Remix with John Maxwell,
Mhm.
99. Another remix with, I don't know what her name is. I know her face. I don't know what her name is. 7,000 people look at that.
Mm.
She's just doing remixes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh wow.
doing a lot of remix. Okay, that was 9 people. And it's interesting because it really depends. 332 people, remix.
Mhm.
60 people, 104 people. These are people that you go through and now you have a link. Oh, thank you so much for liking my reels, and
Mhm.
then you find something to say. There was one, she had 40,000. Which one was it? Remember?
40,000.
Yeah, she had one that she had 40,000.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Yeah, she had one that she had 40,000. Where is it? Those are free people. I have to find it. Where is it? These are all free people, just from remixes. Okay, it has to be up here somewhere. So I'm gonna start doing a lot more remixes. They're easy. You just sit one day down.
Mhm.
You sit for 1 hour. You look for all the remixes. You somehow keep track of them, and then
Mhm.
you start doing them. Change your clothes. Change your top. Do another one. Change your top. Do another one. Change your top. Do another one. I'm gonna sit down and just.
And then you store them and then post them on different occasions.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's the trick. Okay. I
That's
was
it.
like, munakwanga na hiyo wakati from where? Like,
Oh,
how do you make this time work? Okay.
yeah, no, you have to sit down. Sundays are planning days. So you sit down, you plan all your stuff, the content for the week,
Mhm.
and then you don't have to. We don't sit. Most of my content has already been like programmed. In fact, sometimes September I've done so well, I'm basically set for the whole month. I sat down 2 hours last weekend or 2 weekends ago,
Mhm.
and I just went to town. My husband was laughing at me. I was just changing clothes like a maniac. Change clothes, go on camera. Change clothes, go on camera. And I have my notifications off. I have my husband telling him, hey, for the next 2 hours, I'm just gonna be recording all that stuff. And so some of my recordings I'll show you, I have them in drafts.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna show. So desktop doesn't show drafts. I don't know how to show you drafts on desktop version, but if you click on Reels, the ones that I haven't posted, there's a draft folder here.
Mhm.
I think I have over 27 Reels I did, and
Okay.
all now I'm gonna be doing is just posting them in the right time. I'll show you one more thing. I know I'm concentrating so much on Instagram, but there's a way to figure out like what time your people are watching, right? So there is something called Insight.
Mhm.
I don't know how to operate on desktop. Jesus. Let me see if I can get out and show it here. Yeah, if you can if you can just wake up your Facebook today, literally go look for quotes and just save them, or even on your phone. Have a folder that just says quotes. Have all of them. Just sit down for 30 minutes. Put up an alarm clock. 30 minutes, you're doing nothing else. You've turned off all your notification. I usually turn off my ringer, everything.
Okay.
I sit down and I say focus time quotes. I just go. I see a quote, I take a picture of it. I cut it out. I put it in my little folder on my phone.
Yeah.
So now you have quotes, and you can have quotes for, let's say you can figure out, okay, how many quotes do I want to have? You can't have too many. You don't want to have too many quotes back to back to back to back.
Okay.
Could be maybe you decide, okay, every 6 a.m. I want to have a quote daily. So if that's what you want to do, every single day in the morning you have a quote, then you can say, I need 30 quotes. 30 quotes should not take you more than 30 minutes of finding.
Okay.
Focused. You need to figure out, okay, how do I want to inspire these people? Is it a godly quote in the morning that when people wake up in the morning, they see it, they feel inspired, they're like, oh, I really like what Faith always posts. People are liking it. You know, maybe somebody was having a bad morning. They look at it, they're like, oh man, I can't wait to see what else she's posting. So then you figure out, okay, every day in the morning, I want to post something godly. All you do is you go
So that is to post on your post or on your story?
on your post.
Okay.
Yeah, on your post. So you go on Google, you look for whoever inspires you. Joel Austin, John Maxwell, whatever it is that you decide that you want to feed people with. And right now, because you don't have a lot of people that are business-based, there's nothing wrong with posting something godly, something inspiring, you know, something that encourages another woman.
Okay.
So that's your 6 a.m. And then around midday, you could put something funny, maybe a remix of something that is funny. And then in the evening, because on average, they always say maybe post 3 times a day, right? In the evening, you could go ahead, Irene.
No, I'm just listening.
Yeah, so in the evening, you could tell people, you could start talking about something to do with, you know, financial literacy. You become the person that, you know, people are interested in getting to know, you know, anything about finances. And then at the end, when you add that value, you can say, oh, by the way, I've partnered with a company that is providing skilled courses where you can get into Airbnb. You can get into car rental tour if you're in the US. I think it's also in the UK. If you're interested in more of that information, please DM me with a specific word. It's a bees, you know. So what you've done is throughout the day, you've added value to somebody. You made somebody laugh, you inspired somebody in the morning, and then in the evening, you're calling people to come in and do your business and join your business. But at the same time, you're adding value. So it should be very heavy in adding value. Like literally, we're just Jesus disciples. I'm not even kidding you. You want to inspire people so much. And in the process, you're going to you're going to inspire yourself too, because you are reading and researching so much good things that you yourself is developing as a person, but you're also helping somebody else. And when you do it the right way, I'm telling you, even Jesus himself doesn't have a choice but to make you successful. That was a bad joke. You know? So I'm going to challenge all of us to do that starting this week. 3 posts, 1 with the call for action.
Okay, so end the day with a call for action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Faith, if you need help going live for the first time, any of us can go live with you. We can even do a Q&A where you are asking us questions. Maybe you have me as your guest and say, hey, you can announce in advance, hey, I'm having Janie Bodie, she's an entrepreneur. You have to like, and I'm not saying this because it's me, even Irene knows about this. You have to edify the person that you're about to host. She's an entrepreneur, she's gonna come and talk about this subject. And you can ask any of us to come in and talk about a specific subject. And then now you're adding value to your people and we're teaching you how to go live. And then eventually you're gonna be doing it by yourself, or you can say, once a week, I'm gonna have a guest on Wednesdays that talks about a subject to do with entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And I'm throwing
I
a lot
see.
of stuff your way today, Faith.
I'm your trouble child, I understand.
No. Okay, so putting everything together.
Uh-huh.
Our game plan is obviously for those people that are continuing to do John C. Maxwell, keep doing that. But I truly do believe that posting 3 times per day, inspiring somebody in the morning, making somebody laugh around noon, and doing a call to action is definitely the way to go for us to be able to be successful at this. I've done it that way before several times. I've done it with everybody. I've been successful. I've done it with IM Academy. I've been successful. And so I know that formula does work, you know, to make somebody smile, inspire somebody to be better, and teach them something in the evening, and then plug in your business.
Copy. Okay.
Yeah. So have you started, Irene, did you start John C. Maxwell method at all?
Yeah, I've been doing it. I've been sending the messages. As you said, I had somebody block me.
Yeah.
I haven't been blocked yet, thank God, but I do have a lot of, I already said no to someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I think Jenny's there already.
I feel like we're all concentrating on this one person and we're all hitting the ground running. So
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
yeah, I've had multiple tell me I already said no to someone else. So it's like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so we do need to diversify a little bit then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do need to diversify a little bit. I knew that was gonna kind of. The guy that told me about it, Sept, is doing that with his team too. So
okay.
yeah, so I think.
Who is another same caliber type that we can go after? I think that's all we need to think on.
Yeah. So obviously John C. Maxwell is the one that is partnered with us. So if we choose somebody else, we just have to figure out a different script. But so, and even Tapia, I bet you the people that are already following him are probably gonna be joining him. David, ETA is the same thing. So what you could do is there's a lot of women that that you can relate to. Let's think about this. Who's a businesswoman that gives a lot of value? Or even man on social media? Who is another businesswoman that teaches people things? Okay, I got an idea. Okay. So these women that are part of, even men that are part of Shark Tank.
Shark Tank?
Yeah, the TV show, right? I'm just like spitballing right now. Anybody that follows Shark Tank is business minded. Do we agree?
Yeah, we do.
Wait, you know that show?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So what if we went to any of those people? You guys know who they are, right? Damon, Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban. If we go through some of the people that are liking their posts, you want to tell me I'm not going to get somebody there that is an inventor or somebody that is looking for a source of income, because the reason why you're following those specific people is because you're business minded.
Okay.
I just told myself a good idea. Shoot, thank you, people. Thank you. Right?
Yeah.
But also what I've noticed is I should not be looking at everybody John C. Maxwell related. I should be looking for people that I can literally sit down with them and have a conversation with.
Yeah.
Because the people that are rude to you, that block you and they're rude to you, is somebody that they look at you right away and they're like, I can't relate with that person. Whatever that link is with them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's a female that is godly, a female that loves to travel, right? Because you know, if somebody if you're a traveler, you love to travel, you're gonna relate with that person.
Yeah.
Maybe it's I don't usually recruit guys, and I need to get out of my way to recruit guys. You guys know why, because it can kind of get weird, right? But I need to open up my mind, because I can get a guy that is business minded and he can explode this whole business for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at the guy, maybe he's also from another country and lives in this country. There's something common between the two of you. Oh, I'm originally from Kenya. I see that your bio also has a flag of whatever it is that you can relate to another human with. Maybe they like Joel Austin. Maybe they like T.D. Jakes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they like Oprah. Maybe they, you know, whatever it is. So that's another avenue. Because, damn, I need to write that down for myself. Shark Tank are business people. I just hit a genius. Thanks to you two.
Hey.
Let's think about who else. What else could have a following that is business related people?
Okay.
Anybody that follows small business, right? Anybody that follows small business advising page. So, you know, get on Google and maybe type in entrepreneur pages on Facebook or entrepreneur pages on Instagram. And you might be able to identify one person that gives advice, let's say, on small business taxes. I want to know how to save taxes now that I'm an entrepreneur. And somebody following that page might already be an entrepreneur, was an entrepreneur, or is looking for an opportunity to be an entrepreneur, but they also want to know how do we save on taxes.
Okay. So Google their pages to see which ones they are.
Yeah. And then, so you can do it that way. And I am seeing a lot of people putting humor in their stuff. So I'm going to be doing, obviously, as I showed you guys, humor stuff. But also in the evening, I'm going to be hitting it hard and saying, hey, you know, I'm here to educate you on a subject. Oh, by the way, I've been researching Airbnb, and I just read this. What do you guys think about this? This is an interesting discussion. I've been researching, this and this and that and this and that and that. And what you're doing is you're going into Google, or maybe you ran into the small business page and they talk about something, and what you do, this is how I do it. I write on a sticky note the notes that I've taken from whatever resource I've had. I put it right here on my computer. When I go live, I have my phone sitting here, right here. My camera is right here. The sticky note is right there on my computer. And I sound like the smartest.
A pro.
Smartest kid, a pro.
Yeah.
And those things help you, man. Those things help you. Like, you're not even really doing it for the business. You're doing it for you, because you're learning all these things because you want to help somebody else. You're doing it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys. You started.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you, Faith.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
So we started joining. I think this new challenge this week, I always just give you ideas. It's your business, do whatever you want. I think this week's challenge is going to be 3 posts, 1 with call to action. 3 posts,
Okay.
1 with call to action. 3 posts. So let's challenge ourselves this week and do that.
All right.
Copy.
And let's check in on each other. So we're going to check in. Irene, you check on Faith. Faith, you check on Irene. Irene, I check on you. I check on you, Faith. And see
Okay.
if we're doing what we help. We're just helping each other.
Yeah. All right.
Sounds good.
God bless you.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm not. I'm gonna revamp this life.
Yeah.